Okay, Daniel, in 2019, you were part of the SmackDown tour in Peru. I know that you being a little time here. I want to know if you have something to tell about your experience here in Peru, my country.
Yeah, so that was a great show. Like we were all super excited. The biggest regret I have is that we didn't get to go around and like do any like fun tourist things and actually see, because those tours, what we do is we fly in, we get on a bus, we travel to the show, we take the bus, we go back to the hotel, we fly out the next morning or whatever it is. So that was my biggest regret. But one of the things that I loved was how crazy the fans were and how much and how excited they were to see it. It's really special as a performer when you go out, and so we put our bodies on the line, every match essentially. And so when fans are that invested and when they care so much and they're so loud and they're so energetic, it's just such a pleasure.
Hey Daniel, what's up? Hello.
Hi.
Greetings from Peru. Hi. Yeah, I have a couple of questions for you real quick. It's coming Royal Rumble, is one of the favorites pay-per-views for the fans. I want to ask you, what is or which is your favorite all-time Royal Rumble moment? And a second question more about you. You have a very memorable moment in 2015 Royal Rumble when people got very upset when you got eliminated. I wanna know, what were you thinking? What was you thinking in that moment? What was the mood in backstage? How make you feel at that moment? Thank you.
So my favorite Royal Rumble match to watch was the Royal Rumble that Ric Flair won, which I think was in 1992. Just as a fan, it was so exciting, and Ric Flair's performance was just incredible. And so that's as a fan watching, that was my favorite. In 2015, it was just a little bit surreal and almost felt like I disappointed the fans, right? So like that I didn't perform up to the fans' expectations. I was in the ring for probably 5 or 6 minutes and then was eliminated. And yeah, so it was disappointing for me. It was disappointing for the fans. It was, I think overall it was a big disappointment for everybody except Roman Reigns.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Daniel, this is the first time ever, and I hope the only time, that the Royal Rumble is going to be without audience. You have the Thunderdome, but I want to ask you about your feelings to wrestle or perform in the Thunderdome. There is no audience, but the kind of it is, no? I think it's an unusual environment. How can you say about that?
So I love new environments. So I think I was the only person when the pandemic started and we were wrestling in front of no people and there was no sound and it was just us in the silence. I was the only person who loved that. I was like, this is so cool. This is like, and then we had a couple fans at the Performance Center, and then that just changed the environment a little bit more. And so I thrive with like new environments. When I first came to the Thunderdome, I was like, whoa, that wouldn't have even been possible 5 years ago, right? Like you couldn't do it. And so now the idea that people watch digitally while you're out there, but you still go out there and it's relatively quiet and that sort of thing. I enjoy it. I just think one of the things that I truly believe is that it puts a focus more on technique, and if you have really great technique, it shows on TV. So for me, it's a lot of fun. Obviously, I miss the energy of live crowds. Like there's nothing like, especially like, okay, one of the coolest things in wrestling and from a wrestler's perspective is when people really like you or they really hate you, either way. But when your music hits and before you even go out there, there's this visceral reaction from the fans, like this loud, like, oh, or whatever it is, like, yeah, or for me, it was like, yeah, and people start chanting, yes, yes, yes. It sends chills up through your body, right? And I just think that's really, really cool. And I miss that.
Felipe, we can